Hey everybody, you've heard me use the term spread triad in a couple of the episodes so far. Well, people keep asking me, what is a spread triad? Well, I'm going to explain to you what they are and how to use them in this episode of Everything Music. Okay, let me define a spread triad for you. Simply put, a spread triad is when you take any type of triad in close position and move the middle note down an octave or up an octave. Here's an example. C major. If I play C major here, and I take the middle note and move it down the octave, it becomes a spread triad. It becomes a spread triad or an open triad. There's two different names for it. A lot of times I'll call it an open triad. So here, move the middle note down the octave. Or I can go and move the middle note up the octave. You can do it in any inversion of the triad. So I can take a second inversion C major, or first inversion C major, with E as the lowest note. Take the middle note down or up the octave. It'll work with minor triads. If I took E minor, for example, let's say I take it in this inversion, take the middle note. You can do it with diminished triads, augmented triads, suspended triads. If I could do it with a D suspended triad, I could do something like this. It's a very rich, beautiful sound. You hear it in string voicings all the time in soundtracks. I'm going to play a simple melody and incorporate spread triads into it. Okay, so what did I do? I started with a simple motif like this. And continued on down the scale. How did I harmonize it? Well, on the first note, B, I harmonized it with a minor second below it, which made it want to expand. So there's my voicing. The two outer voices moved up a third. G, B, B, D. Okay? Then I moved to a D major spread triad. Listen again. I went to a D sus2 there, to C major spread triad, to C sus2. I changed a little bit that time. I couldn't remember exactly what I played since I was improvising on it. I started the beginning of it, and then when I felt like I wanted it to really open up the melody, I went into that D major spread triad there. And I used some passing tones to create some tensions. I'll start with a C major spread triad. You can really feel the power in them. That by having that triadic structure with a 10th interval in it really makes it powerful. What do I mean by the 10th interval? Well, this interval here, C up a 10th to E. So I've taken this low muddy voicing of a C major chord, C, E, G, and I took the middle note up the octave. But that 10th interval is very strong. It almost sounds like a complete chord. These principles of spread triads can work in any register in any grouping of instruments. It really sounds lush though down in the low register here. There's a great moment in the Shawshank Redemption, Thomas Newman soundtrack, where he is using spread triads in the string part. It's in the track that's just called the Shawshank Redemption, and it's a very intense part. And what he does, he's voicing the chords like this. It's a D flat major spread triad with a root on the top. So it goes like this. So what is he doing there? Okay, he starts out with his D flat major spread triad. So it's a spread triad, D flat, F, or D flat, A flat, F, with a root on top. So it's a 4-note chord, so he's just doubling the root on the top. But where does he go after that? So his bass motion is moving up a minor third. He's going from a fifth here based off C sharp or D flat up to E, B. And this voicing is simply going from this 6th interval up to a perfect 5th. So it's really strong voice leading. And then he goes to a D sus4 spread triad. Right? But with the root on top. Then he goes down to a B sus2 sound, which would just be the notes B, B, C sharp, F sharp. I'll play it up here together. So once again, listen to this. It's very intense. That's a great example of spread triads used in the string orchestra. Another great example of spread triads is also from the movie Shawshank Redemption, and the film score by Thomas Newman, and it's called Brooks Was Here or Compass and Guns. It's basically the same piece, but it starts out in the key of A, and it goes like this. So what he's doing this is really fascinating. He starts out with an A5 chord, so A, E, A. But then he goes right into the spread triads. C major spread triad, B minor spread triad. Then he goes A major spread triad to a C sus2 spread triad, then to a F major over A spread triad, so it's a first inversion spread triad, then back to the A5. Then he walks down, G major spread triad, F major spread triad, G major spread triad, D major spread triad. And then we go up here again, C major spread triad, B minor, E minor, D, then to F major over A, back to A5, walks back down, down to F major, G, then he goes into his, back into D major there. Virtually the entire section are spread triad. A good way to practice putting together these voicings, start with a simple major spread triad, let's say. Once again, I'll start with C major. And I'm going to start walking it up the scale. This time I'm going to walk it and use tension notes to lead the line. Check it out. So what did I do there? I start out with C major, then I make a C Lydian triad, then I drop the D and A in there to make it a D major spread triad, into a D sus4, into an E minor spread triad, to a D major spread triad, and then G sus4 spread triad, down to a G major chord. And then you could go F Lydian triad, resolving to an F spread triad, F major. This is an F Lydian spread triad. So it's F, C, B, which resolves down to F major. Don't forget to incorporate diminished, augmented, in addition to the Lydians, and sus4 triads. I was doing the sus4s, but the diminished ones can be really cool as well. So it's the same principle. If I take a B diminished chord, so just take the top note or the middle note and put it up top, or take the middle note and put it down the octave. Same thing. Augmented chords, they all work the same way. That's how you create spread triad. And they work in every inversion of the chord. That's all for today. Please remember to subscribe here and at Facebook for my Everything Music page. If you're serious about learning more about these concepts, I have a premium channel with more in-depth videos, PDFs, and discussion through my Patreon page. Join me by clicking on the link in the description below. I'm Rick Beato.